Imagine you're walking down the street with your brand new headphones in, and you're jamming to your favorite song. As you walk down the street listening to your favorite song, you feel all your emotions going wild and the hairs on your arms stand up. You go home though, and you get on your computer, and you plug your phone into your speakers. All of a sudden, bam, your favorite song no longer has that spark, has that feel, has that emotion as it did on your brand new Skullcandy headphones. Now, the common person, they would have no idea what anomaly just occurred. Why did it sound good on my headphones, and why does it sound really bad on my speakers? Well, that, my friend, is where the science of recording engineering comes in. And the I'll be explaining four main reasons why this is happening. The first one will be explaining what recording engineering is in general and why it's important. The second step would be explaining what compression is. The third step would be explaining what EQing is. And then finally, for the fourth step, would be explaining what the finishing product of mixing and mastering does and how it works. All right, so my degree is recording engineering. And when people ask me what my degree is and I tell them, they often get a little bit confused. And basically, recording engineering is you what the process of what you hear when you're listening to your favorite song, when you're listening to any song in general, actually. It's the process of recording and then altering those recordings to make the fine finished product of what you hear on your headphones, on your speakers, in your car. All right, so compression is the first step after recording your tracks that you do in the process of recording engineering. And basically, what compression does is it takes the loudest parts of your songs and the quietest parts of your songs and it makes them evenly loud. And that way, you don't have to, you can make your song so much louder because it makes the quietest parts the same loudness as the loudest parts. Now, what the compression plugin looks like is this right here. And basically, how it works is you have this little pin and it has levels. So when you play your song, those levels go up and down. And throughout your song, they'll go higher on the higher parts and lower on the lower parts. And when you're at those levels, you set the pin to right at the lowest part so that it pretty much cuts off the highest, the loudest parts and makes them just as loud as the lowest parts. Then you turn your gain all the way up till the loudest point that you can reach without making your song sound distorted. The second step is EQing now. EQing is pretty much you have all your frequencies in your entire song, all the really loud, whether pretty much everything that makes up what the song sounds like. Now, for each track, you have to do this. Each track, you have to pull up the EQ plugin, which looks like this right here. And you have 7 little pins that you can choose from, and they start from lowest frequencies all the way up to highest frequencies. And in this step, you can choose to boost certain frequencies or take certain frequencies out because some frequencies in your song, in your track, could be really annoying. Like you could hear a loud buzz, like in the background of your track, and you don't know why it's there. But basically, with EQing, you can choose to take those out. Or if there's a frequency you really like a really low, gritty sub bass or something like that, you can choose to boost that and make it louder and stand out more. EQing is also very helpful in making your song sound more full and in depth and really rich. All right, so the final step in the process is mixing and mastering. Now, mixing is setting your levels for all of your tracks so that the vocals aren't way too loud opposed to your other tracks, or if you have a piano or violin, that's not way too loud opposed to your other tracks either. And mixing is the process of balancing everything so it sounds good and equal and you can hear everything. Now, mastering, that's the final step, and that is the process of making your song as loud as it can be, as loud as consumer grade product. And that takes a few plugins, and that basically mastering is you're finishing your project. Now, in conclusion, you're walking down the street again, listening to your headphones, your brand new Skullcandy headphones, and you go home and you put it on your speakers again, and you notice a difference. Now you know why there's a difference. Thanks.